Global hedge funds are aggressively selling Chinese stock amid heightened concerns over the country's property sector and a weak batch of economic data, according to a Goldman Sachs report on Thursday. Speaking of Chinese stocks, Sea Ltd reported their stock and the price just tanked on the results. Let's look at this article. It's coming from IBD before we continue with the chart analysis. Sea Ltd misses earnings targets. Sea Ltd stocks plunges 30%. Southeast Asia Internet Services firm Sea Ltd crashed Tuesday on its lowest point since November 2022 after reporting second quarter revenue short of analyst expectations. Sea Ltd stock plunged nearly 30% on the day. Sea stock plummeted 28.7% to close at $40.58. With Tuesday's tumble, shares are now down 22% year to date. Sea is one of the largest internet service providers in Southeast Asia, operating businesses in digital entertainment, e-commerce, digital payments, and financial services. A cost-cutting overhaul the company started last year that included layoffs and reduced marketing spending led to Sea's first quarterly profit in the final 3 months of 2022. But spending on e-commerce has slowed from the boost the company saw from the pandemic in 2021, when its total sales hit triple-digit annual growth. The CEO, Forrest Li, states the following: "In the past couple of quarters, we have not only achieved self-sufficiency, but also demonstrated the profitability of our model and ability to manage fast and significant shifts in operational focus as we see fit." All right. So for the largest share of Sea's business, you got the e-commerce sector. Revenue was $2.1 billion for the quarter, up 21% compared to the same period last year. And then you also had sales from its digital entertainment business, which fell about 41% compared to the same period last year to $529 million. All right, let's go to the charts. And let's start with the monthly chart. And it's hard to believe that price was at 360 just a couple of years ago. Now finds itself at $40. Although I do like this level here. You have resistance, which became support. So let's just mark that. And I'm looking for around at least a all right, we're going to call that $37. Now, that's not to say that price can't go through it, but the last time price fell near that level, it shot up roughly $50. All right, let's go down to the weekly chart. And we can see this weekly support resistance band at $90. It was support, became resistance, and that resistance still holds. All right, so let's analyze this price structure to the left of price. Yeah, I do like this level. But I'm looking below in case price breaches and closes below. Now the company went public in October of 2017 at a nice weekly buyers level at $10.50. This is another level as well. And I'll explain the price structure in 1 second. So if you look close, got a rally in price, a basing candle, and a huge rally out, taking out the pivot high to the left. So $16, $15, that's another weekly buyer's level. Let's change that from demand to buyers, which is the same thing. Weekly buyers. Okay. So price did pull back to close off the highs, roughly $2.50. We're going to go to the daily chart now. So we want to do the 3-day rule. Want to see how Thursdays open and close candle occurs. Ideally, what you want to see is price close above the low from Wednesday. That would be a good bullish indication. Doesn't mean that it hit a bottom, but at least it states that the momentum has downward momentum has ended. All right, so let's look at the price action. All right, so you got a gap here. Let's put a line here. All right. That's all I need to see. And you got another gap here. All right, let's scroll up. To the monthly chart. All right, so we should get a reaction from this resistance support band, where price, bounces at least $10. If you get a close on this candle, look for price to continue to move down. You do have a hammer candle, monthly handle hammer. This is a gap, and this is a gap as well. I would anticipate price reversing at these levels. I can see price continuing to decline until China infuses their economy with liquidity. So sentiment is still bearish, which is why I can see price eventually breaching and closing below this support resistance band. So there's more downside risk, although price is at a level where we should get a bounce, but it just might be a bounce to go lower. Time will tell. Only time will tell. As you might continue to get selling from the smart money out of China, which is going to put more downward pressure on Chinese stock index and associated Chinese stocks. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.